Hey there, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with my partner today and accepting your free video. So today we're going to go over just a few tips that you can apply right away and is really going to help with your online presence as well as getting more organic leads. It is important to note that nearly 70% of organic leads do come from your website. So it is really important that your website be properly optimized so you can capture that traffic. All right, so here we are on your website. I love that you have a click to call phone number on top, making it super easy for your customers. And I also love that you have a separate page for every one of your major services. This is really, really important. Um, you do need to have a separate page so that you can have content written about each of these services and to focus it on your local buyer intent keyword. That's the keyword people are actively searching for each of these services in your community. So that's really important. So good job. Now do make sure that all pages and all content throughout your website is original content. You cannot use duplicated content throughout your website, and you also cannot go after the same keyword on multiple pages because Google will penalize you for that. But I do like that you're going after those local keywords. That's really, really important. Okay. So we've got a little bit of content here. Information about asbestos, which is good. Local keyword usage. Good job. Yeah, so you're doing pretty good. I would add additional content. You do need more content than your competitors. Google likes a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words, but you have to have more than whatever your competitors are doing. So you're going to have different competitors based on your different services, and you want to make sure you do better than they do. I do see a couple service area pages, which are good. But if you actually go to those pages, they're really only speaking about asbestos. And even if that is your major service, you're missing out on a ton of potential customers for your other services because you don't have the content on these pages or the keywords. And so the whole purpose of having service area pages is to be found in each of the communities that you service for all of your services. They should be like mini homepages, summaries of every single one of your services with keywords directly related to each service for that location. And then, of course, interlinking it back to your main service pages. So it's going to be really, really critical for you guys to work on your content keyword strategy. That's going to be pretty important. All right. Let's take a look at your top competitor. Now, as far as Denver asbestos goes, you're doing fairly well with a couple of those keywords. So I actually chose a different one of your services. I'm going with crime scene and biohazard because you don't really have any keywords ranking for these. So when it comes to crime scene cleanup, your number one competitor is Bio One, and yes, it is a franchise. Um, all right. And it's this is the Denver location. So these guys are franchisees and you're not actually competing against an entire franchise. You're only competing against this one location, but these guys can't really modify their content and to go after the keywords that they want to. And so they have to work harder, 4 and 5 times harder with workarounds to rank for things that aren't here. So you guys do have an advantage. You can add as much content as you want and really focus on your keyword strategy where these guys cannot. So you do want to make sure as far as your bio services that you have more content than these guys do. And then of course you want to support your website with SEO because without it, you're not going to be found online. So now if we look here, you have a rating of a 10 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which isn't too bad. And this score is based 100% on your backlinks and referring domains. And while you do need a lot of these, not all backlinks are good links. Not all are created equal, and they don't work for every industry. So you have to make sure you're only getting the authoritative do follow links that are directly related to your services and industry. And Google gives you credit for only one backlink per referring domain, so the other 500 are essentially spam. Now, you only have 54 that are do follows, so you actually only have 54 good quality links supporting your website. You have an index for over 300 keywords. You are getting over 478 people to your website, which is pretty decent. But if we look at the keywords and where the traffic is coming from, you're going to notice that these are all national keywords. So unfortunately, even though you're ranking for these hard to rank keywords with tons of volume, they're actually not helping you. A very, very small percentage, if any, of your traffic is going to be local. So all this traffic is coming from national, from across the country. They're going to land on your page, realize you can't help them, and they're going to bounce off. So you're actually not converting your traffic. The whole purpose of your website is to be able to convert them into customers. So you have to be more focused on your local buyer intent keywords for each of your services and in each of your service areas. All right, if we look at your top competitor, they have a rating of a 33 with 471 backlinks, 143 referring domains. Of those, 109 are do follow. So you do have to beat their 109 in quantity and quality. They've been indexed for over 400 keywords, and they are getting over 200 people on their website. And when we look at your competitors' keywords, you can see that they're going after the local keywords. So this traffic they're getting is actually local, which means they're actually going to be able to convert some of this traffic into customers. So it is going to be really critical to optimize your website so you can start capturing the local traffic and converting those into customers. And then the last part of this is this Google My Business section. You want to be in the top 3 for every one of your major keywords and service areas because 30% of people search here and don't go anywhere else. So when you're not listed here, you send those leads to your competitor. Now, in order to get in the top 3, there are several factors, but the most important are citations, and that's going to be the name of your business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor, and you will need more of those than your top competitors. Now, if you follow each of these tips I have provided you today, your website has the opportunity to be #1 across Google for each of your services and service areas. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I would really love to get your feedback. If you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.